Hello there.
Hi.
We are
Herndon.JonesSquared.
Squared.
2 times.
I mean,
okay.
Yes.
So today we're going to do a video based off of a podcast we both listened to this morning. It was in reference to being friends with your exes or your spouse, having friends, masculine friends or feminine friends. And I don't know if this would just only pertain to us or other same-sex couples, but first of all, I'm not friends with any of my exes. The only person I have to be cordial with or have a relationship with is my son's father, and we're very cordial, even after the trauma I went through dealing with him. So for that reason, I am still cordial with him, and we have a good co-parenting relationship because of our child. What about you?
I wouldn't say that I have any working relationships with any of my exes either. However, you have those exes that pop in and out of your life for whatever reason, typically because of their own selfish reasons.
Yeah.
And I'll give an example. There was this one individual that I dated for quite a while, but she was in her own way and had her own things going on and did not know how to close old chapters. So,
What does that mean?
when we were seeing one another, she was going back and forth with other people that she saw prior to me. So after we stopped seeing one another, she would pop in and out of my life and try to include me in that little phenomenon that she had going on. And I allowed it a couple of times, but then eventually I'm just like, I'm so over you. And I was really over this individual prior to her popping into my life. But of course, when people come back into your life for whatever reason, you may allow them for your own selfish reasons. And I'm sure I had my own selfish reasons. However, at this juncture in my life, I refuse to allow people to keep me in their lives for, you know, selfish reasons, basically.
True. So, I mean, I think we've all had exes who have come back, again, like she said, because of their own reasons, or because, you know, you miss what you had, especially when you know you had a good thing. You miss that. So people tend to maybe get into other relationships or situations, and then they come back to what's comfortable, or they come back to what's familiar to them. Oh, this is easy. I've already established a relationship with this person, so let me call them up on this Good Friday night to say, hey, what you doing? Or this holiday to say, oh, I miss you. I was thinking about you on this day. Yeah. Which, like she said, is very selfish, because they may not even have any intentions of sticking around. It's just, you know, maybe they're at a break in dealing with whomever they were dealing with, and they come back to you because it's, like I said, comfortable or familiar.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. But facts, because this one particular individual that I'm speaking of had a breakup and had not spent time with anyone outside of her ex, and decided that because, like she would tell me, I would get random messages, emails, this, that, and the third, like, when I think of love, you're the definition of it, or no one has ever showed me the type of love that you show me, so I could never ever forget you, this, that, and the third. Whatever, it's all jibber jabber.
My wife is love.
Oh, thank you.
She's the definition of love.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Oh, and look at her blue hair, y'all.
Y'all see it?
It looks good, right?
You know, royal blue is my favorite color, and my birthday is in a few days, so she decided to do the royal. You said I was always cute.
No, you
though.
Definitely are, but today is a little
cuter.
Little zing.
Oh, a little splat.
Yeah.
A little splat.
My got that splat.
Thank you, baby. You too.
Thank you.
But yeah, so that's just the gist of it. I mean, like, I do not have any working relationships with anyone that I've seen in my past. But when it's not a tumultuous relationship, and sometimes when it is a tumultuous relationship that has traumas involved, you get used to even people that are toxic for you. And then when those relationships end, there's still a connection there, you know, because you can't be with someone for a certain period of time and think that those connections are just going to go.
Right.
And like one of the girls said on the video, just because that relationship is over doesn't mean you don't care for the person. You don't wish them well. And so that's not the issue. But the issue is people do not have good intentions. Let's say I have my beautiful wife and an ex were to pop into my life or come around, or I hung out with them. Their intention may be for me to try to get my attention to solely be focused on them, or to try to destroy what I have with her.
Right.
You know, so it's just a lot that goes along with that.
And that is a lot of people's intentions, though, you know.
Even with people that you've never dealt with. You, like, I honestly will say that you never know what someone's intentions are.
Right.
Gay, straight, bisexual, heterosexual,
True.
or transgender, it does not matter.
True.
For some reason, people always want to get close to your other person or close to you, just to kind of slither their way into your relationship and wreak havoc.
Yeah, or to
We
just
ain't
be
having
nosy
it.
to find out information, and no, and you know, and you sometimes it happens without you even knowing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it can be, it
Oh,
can
you
just
had
be
a
like
shot without me?
Yeah, I thought you saw that. Hold on, don't drink that. Oh,
No, I'm
go
not gonna
ahead.
drink that.
You about to be on number 2. Sometimes, you know, again, it could just start with the, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I hope all is well. And then you respond to them, and then they feel like that's their end.
Exactly.
So,
And
you know,
before-
when you get those texts from exes,
And
don't
I've gotten
respond.
them. And guys, honestly, but
She
my
has.
wife, but she knows. This woman knows that's beside me that I love her without a doubt. There's not a woman nor man or anyone that walks the face of this earth that can break my attention or take me away from her. Flat out. Like, we really literally get, don't mind my phone ringing, y'all. Can think it's like elevator music. But we literally do well together. I had someone ask me, my godmother took me out to dinner or brunch the other day, and you know, they love you, they want to make sure you're okay, and one of the questions that was asked to me was, how do you guys handle disagreements? Or how do you guys handle things when you're like really like angry or mad, like raging mad with one another? I'm like, we don't do that. Like, we don't have those volatile.
Mad. Never volatile, never to the point, you know, first of all, it's never to the point where you want to like put your hands on the
Or
other
call
person,
someone
because
out their
first of all, we're
name and stuff like
mature,
that.
and we've both been through a lot in our lives. So we, at this point in our lives, we know that love has to be handled a certain way. You have to handle people in a certain way.
Gingerly, all of that.
Absolutely. So you can be angry or have an attitude about something, but
she has had them on me. Honey.
Yes.
She has. And I'd be like, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? Like, just talk to me. So we've had, you know, relationship things happen, but
Yeah.
even our bumps in the road are smooth. Like, that's just what it is. And like, I wouldn't say that I kept my exes around, because I don't. Usually when I'm done with the situation, I'm done with it. But they kind of peek in and out, you know?
But I think that's when you have to block them.
Block them, cut them
She doesn't
off, or
block.
whatever. Huh?
You don't block them.
Because, like, and it's not purposeful, because we don't have a working relationship or ongoing anything, so.
So they don't come back into your life. What's wrong with blocking them?
Second is telling what it is when they call or whatever. You already know my situation.
That's a
I'm
problem.
married happily.
They should be blocked. All of my exes are blocked. Period. For what do you need to contact me for? What's the reason for you to reach out to me? There is none. I mean, we're done. I wish you well, and if anything ever happens to you, you know that if I hear about it, or if I see it on Facebook or, you know, social media, I'm gonna always, you know, send my condolences through my heart. Never in written form, never on a post, because again, people are always trying to find an end into your life. And I don't ever want any miscommunications with my wife. Ever.
Right, and I don't like when I have miscommunications with you, because there's not anyone that will even watch this video or that could come around you and I that would ever. And they know better. When I say ever, never. Like, period. Like, period. It's just.
And they don't want me to check them, because their feelings gonna be hurt.
But you know, I mean, okay, so this is the thing, guys. I'm a nice person.
Too nice sometimes.
But we all have that, you know, way about us. So I don't have a middle. I'm either very nice or get out the way kind of girl. I don't hang in the middle too much.
Yeah.
So it's like, I am nice, but get me wrong too many times and you'll understand why you should never do that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's all. But I mean, I have worked on my niceness, or being nice, because some people take nice, you know, a person that's really nice as a weakness.
For granted, yeah.
And
they feel like they can, again, wiggle their way in, or you can make an exception for me because.
Right. Like, and I do hair, guys. I have some clients that think that they're special. You're not special. You
make your appointment on that app.
That's why I set it up. And when you go other places, you play full price. Don't come and try to nickel and dime me.
Yeah.
You want kitchen work, go to somebody's kitchen and get that work. Or shampoo your hair when you get in the shower and go wherever you want to go. So I've definitely learned to set boundaries, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But, you know, my wife has brought, you know, things into perspective.
So what about being friends with, not just exes, like what about being friends with people who you don't consider an ex, who you've had a relationship with or a situation with that technically isn't an ex? It could be somebody you know, maybe went out on a date with, or, you know, been intimate with in some kind of way, and, you know, you knew that it wasn't anything, they knew that it wasn't anything. So what about having them as friends and keeping them around? It's a no for me, dog.
No, it's a no for me.
No.
It's definitely a no for me.
Because even those same people,
I know, like, it's definitely a no for me. Like, we didn't work out for a reason. I have had clients that have come on to me. I stopped doing their hair. Oh, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I literally have stopped doing their hair because it made me uncomfortable. Like, I'm trying to do your hair and I'm shampooing your hair and I get all these little sounds from the bowl. You know,
people love a good shampoo.
People love a good shampoo, but you know, the people that you know that feel you other than platonically,
you can
it's
tell.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
especially
honey,
we have to see them more, you know, often.
Yeah.
Because you're doing their hair.
Yep, and people come get their hair done when they don't need the shit done, if they feeling you a certain type of way.
Or just come hang around in the shop.
Yeah, I factor their ass out with the quickness. And a couple of y'all probably watch this goddamn video. But it's for a reason. Usually when I don't respond to clients, it's because I'm done with them. If it's not easy for them to get an appointment because I'm done with them, it's just something about them that doesn't sit well with me. And I like to be comfortable. I like my environment to be, you know, tranquil.
Yeah.
At all times.
The shop is nice.
Tranquil.
Atmosphere is nice. There's never a lot of people hanging around.
Nope.
It's literally one client at a time, unless somebody arrives early or she's running 5 or 10 minutes behind. But other than that, it's not the typical salon that we've all probably been to. Yeah.
Be here all goddamn day, have an appointment at 9 and leave at 9 at night. Never.
Number one, because she's not working past 5 if it's up to me.
I don't now, babe.
No, I know.
I get off, you know, so we can have dinner. And I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. And like, just say for instance, and let me just bring this to the forefront, because when I first met her and the people that I was seeing after, not even really seeing, because those situations were like done. But, you know, I guess they felt, because of how they felt for me or how they thought I felt for them, that they could call me or message me and demand certain things of me, or like do too much. Like, our time has expired. Like, you should have put that much energy into when we were together.
Yeah. You
know? Because once I met her, I did all of that. And I couldn't have been happier. But people, you know, personalize things. You know, to me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right.
If you're able to orchestrate these type of things in your life or go about your business, so am I. I don't owe anybody any explanations, however people think that I do.
Yeah. That's because most of the times you've been giving them explanations, not in a way of even meaning that you're doing it, but when people are used to you being a certain way and you stop, they go into a frenzy.
They miss it.
They lose their mind. Oh, well, you used to do that. Or that's not how you used to do. Ever since you met her,
now you used to make other, like,
she should have never been
special.
Doing that. Right.
You're right, because my thing is, just like the young lady had said, so I'll have to double back on that. When she was like, when a person just doesn't give you what they need to give you of themselves when they're with you, when the relationship is over, it is them who miss the experience of you. Yep. Like, and I have a few people that probably are missing the experience of me, and I'm sure she does, but it's too late, boo.
Right.
You know, it's too late. And I really do believe that the situations that I have been in were not supposed to work because
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be with those individuals, you know.
I think that's a life lesson though. When things don't work out in your life, whether it's relationship, career, friends, family, like everybody can be a part of that train.
And as long
once
as
it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, but as long as you take from it what you can to better yourself so that you're better for the next person, then you know then you've gotten all that you need to get out of that relationship.
That's right.
A reason, a season, and a lifetime. I found my lifetime. Those other people were just there for a reason and or season.
Right.
And typically, what do they say? We make people better for other people.
Else, yeah.
So I hope that I've done my just due in making the other women that I saw in my life better. Because they damn sure wasn't good enough for me.
Right. Ooh, they weren't good enough for
They
you.
were not. And I allowed them to linger longer than they should have.
Yeah, I think we do that often.
Yeah, but that shit is done. I deaded that. It's over with. Capiche? Comprende?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye-bye.
No shade, though.
Seriously, no shade. I'm sure everyone has their opinions and feelings about how they've handled exes or prior relationships and all that, you know, jazz.
Right. And, you know, some people, it works for them. You know, maybe you can have an ex who is now your friend and your partner, your spouse, whomever you're with.
Absolutely not.
You're okay with that.
I'm not.
I mean, that's not, I'm not talking about you, but,
okay.
You know, there are people out there who are okay with that.
I had a situation when I first met her, y'all.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
She took me to a cookout. One of her exes were there.
Trust me.
I told her to pull over while she was driving.
He wasn't an ex, though.
Yes,
we
he
were
was.
We were never
It doesn't
official.
matter. Y'all went back and forth for how many years? Enough is enough. Don't ever have me in the presence of somebody that you dealt with and I don't know it. Right?
No, she's right about that.
Thank you.
It wasn't on purpose. We're not gonna do that on camera.
We're not gonna do that on camera. We, you know, this
because
is,
you only put out.
You can.
I don't want me to say yours.
I didn't give a name though. I just said I was there. You know, and didn't know I was there.
Okay. Well.
No, but I get it. Everything that we've ever discussed or you brought to my attention,
we dealt with that.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like what my wife always says is, how would it make you feel?
Right.
You always have to place yourself in the heart or the place of the person that you are offending or making feel a type of way.
Right. Because if it were you, how would you feel about it?
Yeah, you gotta be empathetic, and that's what empathy is. You know, comes
and I think
into
that's
play.
how people learn. Like, oh damn, I didn't think about it that way.
Right.
Like, I know in my heart it was never an ill intention. Nobody was ever meant to be hurt by a situation, but we don't see it until it's done to us. So it's like, okay, well, think about it in this way. If it were you, how would you feel about that? Yeah,
because unless you put yourself in the person's shoes, you won't be able to understand their point of view. And that's where you have to stop saying you, but you have to put the focus on yourself.
Right. And
facts. And
think about what you've done.
So many things, you know, you evolve in life, and with maturity, any relationships work, but you have to do the work, and you have to know what you have to do to make sure that the relationship continues to thrive.
So what about y'all? Are you friends with your exes? Are you okay with your spouse
being friends with their ex?
You know, I mean,
you know,
what about like mutual friends? Like, does your spouse have a friend that you might not really care for, or do you think you have a friend that your spouse doesn't care for?
If there's a friend that my wife doesn't care for, then obviously she doesn't care for this person for a reason. I'm going to take how you feel into consideration, because there's no friendships or no situations outside of what we have that weighs more. Yeah. Like you're the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, baby, the cherry on top. Yes, so it has to go through her, and she has to feel comfortable, because I know that she's not going to have me in an uncomfortable situation, and neither will I have her in an uncomfortable situation. So when you get into these love trip relationships, understand you are one. It's not just you and them, it's you together. All right then. So if you like what you heard, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any comments, or let us know how you feel about this video.
We can't wait to hear your story.
And let me say this: have a good day, and if you're not having a good day, don't go mess up anybody else's. Thank you. My girl Tabitha.
Right.
Okay.
I love y'all. Bye.